So let's talk about three key topics that are often misunderstood when we hear the word affair. Usually our minds jump straight to marital infidelity, but let's take a broader perspective. Sometimes we get sidetracked and give up good causes for lesser ones. In this discussion, we're examining three crucial areas that should remain pure: our behavior, our relationships with others, and our beliefs. We can start with belief because our actions are deeply influenced by what we truly believe. This is a theme I often emphasize. Belief and behavior are intertwined. They're like two sides of the same coin. Mark Twain once said, "Always do right." This will gratify most people and astonish the rest. David Starr Jordan also noted, "There is no real excellence in all this world which can be separated from right living." Now, let's dive deeper into these three areas one by one. One, purity in living, the moral test. First up is the idea of purity in our actions. In 1 John 3, 1-4, 1, we find profound insights into being called children of God and how this impacts our behavior. The hope we hold on to about Christ's return should inspire us to strive for personal purity. It's important to understand that sin is more than just breaking laws. It's a rebellion against God. What this means for us is that being a part of God's family comes with a responsibility to act righteously. 1 John states that if we're truly connected with God, we don't continually live in sin. We don't have to let sin dominate us. Second, purity in loving, the social test. Next, let's discuss how we interact with others. The second area is all about love. John emphasizes that love is a defining characteristic of being a child of God. In contrast to Cain's destructive actions, Christians should respond with love, even in a world that might not reciprocate. We learn through 1 John that genuine love is about actions, not just words. If we claim to love but ignore the needs of others, can we say we embody God's love? This love gives us confidence in our relationship with God. Third, purity in teaching, the doctrine of tests. Ultimately, we must consider what we teach and how we think. In 1 John 3:24 and beyond, we're cautioned not to accept every spiritual claim blindly, but to test what we hear against Scripture. There are dangers out there, like false teachings that can lead us astray. Reflect on your motivations and how they influence your thoughts and actions. What are we teaching others, our opinions, or God's truths? The impact of our teachings can ripple through generations, affecting not just our own lives, but countless others. Conclusion. To wrap it all up, I want to share a little story. A wealthy baker once invited some underprivileged kids to take bread from a basket he prepared. The kids scrambled and fought over the most enormous loaves, leaving the smallest behind. But one little girl named Gretchen patiently took the smallest loaf, kissed the baker's hand, and thanked him. When she discovered that the baker had hidden money in that small loaf, he showed how the purest actions can yield unexpected rewards. As we reflect on this, let's remember how teaching shapes the future. Krista McAuliffe once said, "I touch the future I teach," reminding us of our responsibility in shaping the hearts and minds around us. What do you think? Does this capture the essence more conversationally,